Welcome home. Welcome home, love beings. Welcome home, rock star seeds. Welcome home, light workers. Welcome home. My name is Melissa, and I will be your cosmic multidimensional tour guide today. Please like, share, and subscribe so we can all come home together. We're going to do a little bit of an update about the energies. We're going to look into things and see what's going on in the structures and the frequencies around us in the mass consciousness. The first thing I'm getting for us and have been feeling for quite a while is there's a lot of tumultuousness in our letting go or being cleansed and cleared in our mind, body, spirit, soul forms. And so it just feels a little bit sad or grievous here and there or uncomfortable. And that can show in the world around us. And that can show in pieces, times at home or, times on the news. So there's a really big stretch further than before where it's stretching, like the super crazy dark and the light. And it's integrating and then stretching and then integrating and then stretching. And each of us and our mind, body, spirit, soul forms are being illuminated and clearing some of that shadow work, the generational patterning, all kinds of stuff from throughout history. So thank you, Super Rock Star Seeds, for really, really stepping up and just making such a difference all these years. Thank you. We're coming home. I'm going to pull a card from the Magic of Unicorns deck. Since it's been so heavy, I thought we should ask the unicorns for a little divine magic in our journey this week and this month. And we're just coming into the beginning of June. And if it feels like everything's like shifting and stretching and shifting, but it also feels like things aren't exactly right. There's a lot of Plutonian energy, Mercury retrogrades, new moon, all kinds of stuff going on that is consistently making it a little intense. If you feel like staying at home, I would recommend a little bit of mellow, quiet, staying in your own lane for sure, and kind of just staying to yourself a little bit if it's a little bit pushy or prickly or confusing or heavy out there. I know a lot of people, we just went through Memorial Day in the States, and a lot of people have had many losses, and we are celebrating our loved ones. So there's a lot of people leaving the planet right now and codes shifting, all kinds of things in us. And I just want to remind you that you're loved and safer than you think. So the first card I'm going to pull for our theme today is, I'm going to pull another one in a minute, new opportunities. Look at all these frequencies in the different colors. And that beautiful structure coming into a new doorway. This person's coming out of this old structure into the beauty. And then right there, your divine magic right in front of you is this rainbow bridge. It bridges everything in your life. I have been feeling and receiving a lot of messages from our loved ones in spirit as I've been doing, a lot of readings all the years, doing all the psychic medium readings. And it's across the board. The loved ones in spirit are saying that they are becoming more free, and the bonds, the yokes, the bondages, the mental cages, the cages around our hearts from spirit, they're saying that they are being freed and able to step up the steps or, ladders to the higher frequencies, stairway to heaven. Can't buy it. You can't take it from anyone, but they are really, really receiving a lot of help from our physical work that we're doing here, our mental, emotional, spiritual cleansing, completing cycles. And so they just want to say thank you and to let us know that we are also ascending, awakening in spirit, even if it doesn't feel like it is here yet. So watch for these results and consequences to come in. On that note, if there have been some injustices in your life or dark things happening, please know that you should probably step back and allow the hand of God, the light, to adjust that for you. This will be illuminated and rectified over these next days, weeks, months, years in some way. Most of us really don't want to talk about the dark stuff and the energies and the architecture around us. And, God only knows when someone will blame you for something they don't even know what they're talking about, and, say that you created it. Some of us came here to cleanse and clear so we could write the new scripts and build the new energetic architecture in this higher new earth energy. And this is just a huge, huge breaking point for all of us in that journey, in the awakening and ascension, whatever words we use, journey. And it is the return of Christ in another layer in us and our sacred unions. I have been feeling such strong twin flame, soulmate, soul tribe connection for everyone. And I'm feeling everything just almost literally like integrate every karma, every pain, every suffering, and the true stars of God are standing at the light beings. And that means good people. It means all of you. And it just feels just spectacular and amazing beyond words. All of these years I've watched this process, and the twin flame process or coming together process to me has always been inside of each one of us first. So the balancing of the divine masculine and feminine in ourselves first. That causes reaction outside of us, each step that we take. It has been so spectacular, and I'm seeing amazing people come together that really thought that they couldn't. And even if you can't be together and get married tomorrow and have some, fairy tale, with unicorns, fairy tale kind of thing with unicorns going on, many of you, the starseeds, the volunteers, the light workers, the light warriors, the indigos, the crystalline children, the rainbow children, and the chosen, the divine. Whatever words you use, it's pretty much that you chose to be here, and we knew it was going to be really gross and really hard, and each one of you have different purposes and missions and can bring the light, hold the light in circumstances in many ways. And so I want to remind you that, again, we're coming home together. And even if it doesn't feel like it, even if everything has gone backwards, inverted matrix tried to hold on to us and let us know that we're not getting out. But that was false. That's the inverted matrix lies. I'm going to pull another card. We're kicking the darkness's ass. That's what I'm trying to say. And if I were you, I would not really agitate it much and stay in your own lane. So I have a council of light here, very advanced, and they are just saying, just please remind them that the big darkness is gone, dead, done. So there's a really cool movie called The 13th Warrior, and it's really old, and it's on Prime Video. And I had to watch it again the other day. I think I owned it at some time. I don't know. But it has Antonio Banderas in it. And here's the overall scheme of the movie. So he got kicked out of his homeland for loving a lady that he wasn't supposed to, that someone else wanted. The age-old story. It's happened to all of us. So he got kicked out and thrown out of his home, his place, his foundation, his lineage even. And they shunned him and threw him away. So he had to go to this place, and he was traveling. And then there were these Vikings, and very opposite from where he came from. He came from Middle Eastern type spaces and places. And then the Vikings are just totally different, and Celtic Druid background, Valhalla, all kinds of stuff. And they were like, what? Different languages. And there was an oracle, and the oracle said, to go fight the darkness is going to take over the world. I need 13 warriors. And you all need to go and defeat the demon, the Satan, the devil, the thing, the mother evil. So there were the 12 Vikings, and then they were like, well, you have to go too. And so Antonio Banderas's character was like, what? No, I don't even like you. I have no idea what you're talking about. And it ended up that it was just fate, destiny, destined. And after all he'd been through, they traveled together across the lands, and they went and found the den, the heart of the den of where the biggest evil that ever lived was living. And it was like a kind of like a Lord of the Rings, and many other stories have this, where it's sort of like a hive where the darkness fed the mother darkness. And that's what it was like. It was just her and her minions, her legion, were taking over, just bringing the clouds of darkness over all of the lands and all of the kingdoms. And so a few lives were lost. It was a lot of fighting, but in the end, they killed the mother, evil darkness, the distorted feminine archetype of God. And in the end, they were all best friends, and they could understand each other a little bit more. And even though he was far from his homeland and far from his beloved life, foundations that he had built, a beloved found him, and they conquered the darkness and saved the world. And kind of like that, some of us play different roles and have helped vacuum away, cleanse, strip, clear, heal some of the biggest traumas throughout history, where that dark energy, the legions, the devils, the darkness grasped onto all of us. And so I'm getting a big thanks from the light. And they're saying that Christ is stepping in divine masculine feminine balance, which is the marriage of Christ, and all of us just a little bit more. And we haven't felt this for a really long time. There will be more layers. There will be more steps. There will be more. But this is the biggest one ever. And they're saying congratulations. And each one of you can feel like are really attuned and feeling more and more the clarity of your own divine connections. And one of the council members of Pure Divine Light is saying, you remember, you do not know what other people have gone through, or if they need more healing, or if they have more shadow, or they have more wounding than you. Keep your hands to yourself, because this will just not be tolerated anymore. The meddling and interfering and the taking from others' energies, fields. And each one of you are coming back into your royal divine blueprint and heritage and lineage as we speak. Pay attention to your dreams. Things are being unwound in dreams. There are going to be some of you that have some really prophetic things happen and some inspirations. And if there's been a lot taken from you, if you have had a lot of loss or a lot of abuse or a lot of trauma in any way, shape, or form, lots of narcissists, psychopaths, any of those things, please know that this will be illuminated more and more. You're not behind. Just because so-and-so doesn't know what it's like to be in your shoes, and they said, well, you're never going to, no, they don't know. That will not be tolerated anymore. We can only help each other and come home together in a compassionate, loving, unconditional path. And none of us are perfect. We have a lot of distortion, all of us. So it's not that we will be punished or anything like that. It's just easy does it, and keep your eyes focused on your own destinies. And you're going to have a lot of dreams that are reminding you of your true twin flame, your true soul tribe, true soul family. There will be some more cycle completions in these next days and weeks and months where you go, Oh, okay. And you can hear, see, feel people's higher selves, 5D and above, and you're right as rain with them. And there will be new people stepping in to a lot of people's lives, and you immediately can recognize their souls. And no matter what they look like, rich or poor, tall or short, light hair, dark hair, you can recognize their souls. Those are soul tribe and soul families. And they've also been through a lot. So it's really a cool time to hold that light together, hold the Christ energy together. It's like nourishing, uplifting, embracing each other's happinesses and dreams and goals and all of that. So just all of us can kind of flow together. When it comes together, remember, you know how I always like to say, be in tune and everyone can be in flow. No one needs to be louder, bigger. No one needs to one-up each other or be in competition. Our places, our destinies are all in a line, and we are all important, precious, irreplaceable. Equally so, mostly. I'm pulling another unicorn card because it's fun. And who else gets to play with unicorn cards when they're at work? Starseeds. Rock starseeds. That's who. Stand in your power. Look at this. So there's the 13th warrior right there. That's you. You're the 13th warrior. We might have got thrown away from our homelands, our home origins. They chewed us up and spit us out. Everything we built, all the money we made, all stolen. And worse. And yet, your divine magic and your divine power, look at that, cosmic heart, connected with God is really what's coming to play. That's really who you are, all your higher selves. Be passionate about your vision. Be passionate about your vision. Bring positive change. Look at that divine magic all around him and her. You know, the divine magic means that you're in balance enough to create your spark of creation. That's who we all are. And that's what I'm seeing, everyone being a spark of creation. That's really who we all are. And if you are if you are home enough, that spark of creation can't be used for distorted things and backwards things. So whatever words, manifestation, creation, magic means to you, you can use that for the greatest good, and that's what we were all called here to do. There's a lot of freedom and clarity in the air for us. And I think each one of you are going to feel some clarity and actually maybe physically, mentally, emotionally feel some freedom. And if it feels like you're far away from anything that's good or balanced, or if you really can't see where you want to go, you don't have a solid dream, direction, focus for where you want to go, what you want to do, how you want to do it, just know that will be coming in soon, and step by step, wave by wave. And there's been so much targeting, dark interference, people's distortion and chaos going on, that remember, the light of God has sort of blinded all of us, so that the dark ones can't be like, oh, let me take that. Because you know how many of the starseeds have all been taken advantage of, and people don't understand them, and they like them for 1 second, but they have an agenda. And so God has been like, keep walking. And I am getting an indication that most of you have really continued to do that and stood in dignity, integrity, and honesty. And not once have you put everybody down and gone against anyone and done what those people did to you back. And so expect to feel, it's almost like the holding of the light, and some of those others be just pulled away. And I mean circumstances, people, all kinds of stuff. There's just distortion in the air, and so I'm seeing a lot of us really understand that those very good rules of the universe, like don't take anything personally, and you can ask for help when everything seems to be going wrong, are really valid. I am expecting to see a lot of you have true love, happiness, home, wealth, abundance, careers that you wanted, whatever it is that you want, come to pass, and those are coming for you right now. And I'm asking if there's anything else. They're saying this, it's like a reckoning going on out there, so don't step in the middle of stuff and tell the truth. The people and the things, the circumstances and the systems that have tried to harm you most and harmed our ancestors, and they're all false. And it's not like they're false, like no big deal, like ha ha ha, no. But they are being removed and stripped from our energies so that we can be free and have a much better experience and harmony and unity. Anyone thinking they know about you extra, or giving unasked for advisement and pushing you and lying, cheating, stealing still, step back. I'm seeing some cool stuff happen in the skies too. I have a UFO tour and get to go all over the place and do vortex tours, energy tours, and travel and do UFO things, stargazing, and we're all learning together. And I have been seeing some stuff that I've never seen before in the skies. And last night was a meteor shower, and me and a person went to do the UFO tour and watched the meteor shower with a night vision. It was so awesome. And then we watched different structures in the sky, the stars, seeming stars, start moving. And that's what I mean. I've been receiving this information for a long time, that the actual blueprint or the actual structure of everything is being stretched. And so the dark people, or the dark oligarchy, the old whatever, gross things, I like to call them booty noodles because, it's funny. And so the dark ones have been trying to get through that glass ceiling. And we have to. It's been barbaric. And they're being clearing some of those way old quarantines and glass ceilings. But some of them can't get through. We can get through in these next days, weeks, months, and years, as we are clearing out the gateways, the portals, the doors, and stretching out where, again, the light divinely put us and created us. Hope that makes sense. I know. Look, I make up names and words for everything. It's part of my cosmic touring. So on an end note, there's a lot of beautiful, wonderful light coming in. The light always won. You're not behind. You're really loved. And you have done so much for this world. And even if it doesn't feel like it, even if everything was just dumped at your feet and you were kicked down, don't forget to watch 13th Warrior. I mean, it's really good. Like, it's a good one. I think my way old friend from where I grew up that lived by me in Texas, and she told me about the 13th Warrior movie. She was also the best assistant, scheduler, helper I ever had. It's the rest of them. Woo, nothing. This is beautiful. I'm so excited for each one of us. Look at this. Look at the labyrinth and the beauty. All paths lead home. Look at her dancing. Look at the ancestors. Look at the light coming in. I love it. They're saying mini templates. So there's Garden of Eden, Lemuria, Atlantis, Avalon, Talos, Maldek, which always makes me start to tear up. Coming back into balance and play. All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition. Turn your gaze within. I think I was supposed to say that in a much more simple way. I know a lot of people are struggling and feel like they don't belong. I talk to a lot of people and all the readings, and I know it's not been easy for any of us. And I'm supposed to say it in a simple way. Take your power back. Know, stand in your truth, and know that you belong, and everything's going to be okay. Welcome home. Like, share, and subscribe. If any of you want to reading or go on a virtual vortex tour or plan something at your state, city, town, just contact me at the information below. Thank you so much. Welcome home. Love you.